gets 5 successes to hit you.
That is an 8.
Okay. Next guy again gets 5.
And that's a 54, so that's 4 degrees of success. But wouldn't it increase from having parried those other 2 dudes?
Yeah, actually, you should be up to +5.
Yeah.
Just for the record, I'm gonna always max all y'all's advantage out, and this goes for your enemies too at +5 or +50. Sorry, 6 or +60. Just because ideally I would have a D6 and I would just track it that way.
So basically, like that would put me at 110. So
yeah.
So like just basically as long as I don't roll a 1.
Or yeah, like a 99 or 100 that always misses.
Okay.
Marvelous.
Or the dude could still get a bunch of successes.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So anyway, back to the thing. So you parried that last one then, and now you are maxed out at +60%, and now it is your turn.
Wait, I'm maxed out at +6.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that's 120 to hit.
You can attack.
Okay.
This worked out okay, I think.
I'm smashing rats. That is it's 120, so that's 5 degrees of success.
This guy got 4, so add 1 to your regular damage.
Okay, so and since my weapon skill went up, does my damage go up?
No.
Okay. So then that is going to be well, I was just reading my stats. That's going to be 12 damage. Okay. But I am going to enter my frenzy.
So that guy does get decapitated, or he effectively he's super dead. So that actually gives you a death blow that you can pick on one of these adjacent dudes.
I'm gonna go with the rat assassin dude. And do I need to roll to enter my frenzy?
You do. You still need to do a willpower check.
Okay.
Although I'm gonna give you the advantage to it, so +60. So you don't roll like a 90 or something.
It's a 17.
Yeah, you're fine. All right, so you are frenzied as of now.
Okay.
What do you want to do with your death blow attack?
I'm gonna strike the rat assassin.
Okay. He got let's see, his 1 advantage. He got 5 degrees of success to parry.
That is a 28, so that is 10 degrees of success.
Okay, so add he got 5. Add 5 to your regular damage.
So that is hang on, and I get +1 damage on frenzy.
Yep.
So that is I add +5 to damage.
And I updated your damage. It should be correct as of last week or whatever.
Okay, so it should be 18 damage.
All right. He has good armor. You can hear the sounds of or feel the leather strapping breaking. And the guy is bleeding. He's got 1 wound left. I guess he's not technically bleeding. Fuck it. I'm going to give him a bleeding condition. He's got 1 wound left. Mario, start. Yes. You need to lose 1 wound.
Wait, but don't I get a free attack for entering frenzy?
No. I'll give it to you next time.
All right.
You basically used your last little action to enter frenzy.
All right, that seems fine.
All right. Mario, you need to lose 1 wound, and you are at -10 to all of your actions right now.
That's awful.
Yeah. You can feel like you're starting to feel bad from wounds specifically, like their burning sensation.
Mm-hmm.
You can make an endurance check right now, though, to see if that's all you suffer.
That would be terrific if I could pull that off. Oh, hold on. Where the fuck did the die go?
I don't know, Mario. I don't know what's going on in your house.
Item a Newton. Well, I'll roll this one twice. 28 is 1 degree of success.
Okay, wonderful. So that's you just stay with the -10, and you've lost the wounds you've lost.
Okay.
So now it should be your turn.
I will continue to attack.
Okay.
Which guy? Yeah, the one on Bone Shard that's adjacent to me.
Okay. Sorry, I knocked over a rat, and it's not actually. Oh no, rats. I'm sorry.
1 degree of success. I'm sorry. 1 degree of failure because of the -10.
Okay, so let me see if he criticals you as a fairy. He does not. You're fine. But it is now the Master Assassin's turn, and again, he's going to try and hit you, Bone Shard. He's up to 2 because he parried. Okay, so he gets 4 degrees of success to hit you, Bone Shard.
Wait, didn't Mario already damage him?
No. Oh, I
You
did.
stabbed him in the back.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So then he just has 1 degree of success for parrying Mario just now. So it is 3. Yeah, that's right. 3 degrees of success he got to hit you.
3 degrees of success. I rolled a 85, so that's also 3 degrees of success.
All right, well, the parry wins.
No, that's 4. That's 4 degrees of
Okay,
success.
either way, the parry wins. So you knock aside his blow. His little rat companion tries to strike you in the back. Ooh, he actually gets 7 degrees of success to hit you in the back.
Okay, that is a 2. I think it's straight up a 2.
All
That's
right,
100. That's 12 degrees of success.
But like, imagine Conan just like swinging his sword all around his head, like making a TP with his sword blade above his head, and like just like knocking aside all of these rat blows and striking out at motherfuckers. And so now you do not lose your advantage, and you can attack there, Bone Shard.
All right, I'm gonna smash the assassin, and that's a 67. So that is 6 degrees of success.
He gets 2 degrees of success, so you hit him with +4 damage.
So that is
1 wound. He's dead as fuck.
yeah, he's super dead.
And you can do a death blow on this rat if you want.
Yeah. Oop, hang on, lost a die. 51, so that is 7 degrees of success.
He is dead. You can't reach this other one. Well, actually, that's pretty close. Do you want to attack the last one?
Fuck yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah, you.
I get 11 degrees of success.
And you cleave the last rat's skull. Now you are exhausted. I assume you're not going to try and kill Regis to keep your frenzy going.
Please don't.
Don't I have to roll for that, actually?
No, I used to make you roll, but I'm not going to make you.
Okay.
And those are the D&D rules. All right, so, but now you are exhausted, and you're the same deal. You're fatigued. Sorry, both of y'all are fatigued, which means you're -10 to all your tests right now.
Okay.
But you killed all those rats.
That's marvelous.
So what you guys want to do now?
Search the rat assassin corpse.
Yes.
He had 2 what looks like poison swords. There's like a strange green color along the edge. Kind of looks like dried paint or something. And you assume that's the source of the poison. Otherwise, the guy was like, he just had fine leather armor, but it fits a rat. And then a black cloak that he was wearing, but nothing else of note. And the other dudes just had like old bucklers or like shitty old half-broken shields and what looks like long knives or like a hand sword kind of deal.
I'm going to take the poison swords so as to try and find a cure for the poison.
Okay, so last time, you better give him to Regis because I was looking at your character sheet and you are at max encumbrance right now.
Okay.
So if you add any other heavy armor or something like swords, it's going to... Oh, shit. No, your strength has increased since then. So you've got 1 encumbrance point. So you can carry 1 sword.
Okay.
I'm kind of nervous about we may be inspected on our way out of the town, and if we have these Skaven poison swords that could look bad.
Well, I think we go to the college to try and find the source of the poison.
Oh, that's a good idea. Fair enough. Okay.
All right, is that where you head now?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get to the college gates, and at this point, it's so deep in the night.
Actually, can I do a take-see back-see?
Sure.
I want to take one of the rat men with us. Just like drag it behind us.
Like a body.
Do what?
Just like through the streets?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
And you're walking around after dark. Let me see something. Nope, you are not noticed. But the gates of the university are closed. Like, I mean, these are the days where you would like actually shut the campus and lock it.
There's no like night watchman.
No, not that you can see. I mean, you could try like yelling.
Yeah, seems important enough.
Avert your eyes. My face is back. Okay. You start yelling, and you see not somebody from the university side come, but two looks like town watchmen, gold cloaks types come down the street, but they're wearing the gold trident and blue insignia of the Duke.
Yeah, you want to explain this one?
A lantern on a pole. The lead one does, and they yell out.
I'm gonna say, all right, you're men of the Duke. Come and see what just attacked us in the night. We have come to the college to try and figure out what it is. It's this weird fucking rat creature.
Huh. Make a charm test.
I fail.
They say we don't allow barbarian madmen in our streets in the middle of the night.
Wait, what do I roll for? Fellowship?
Yeah, it's fellowship.
But I'm at -10.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna. No, there's no chance. I mean, there's a chance.
Fortune
but
point?
I'm not gonna spend. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend a fortune point to try and hit a 15.
Yeah.
They say you'll be coming with us to the stocks.
And
leave
to the stocks, sir. What have we done wrong? We were accosted by these mutant horrors in the middle of the night. We simply wish to turn them over to law enforcement so they're aware of the risk.
Roll charm. The first one says, the university isn't law enforcement. We're the Duke's men.
It's very fortunate we found you then. 1 degree of success.
They are skeptical and then lean forward to look at the rat itself. And then they make the sign of the lady over themselves and step back. Mon Dieu! And they'll only be random French. And they turn to you and they say, "Oh, dispose of that thing. We will let you go, but no more yelling at the university gate."
No, you don't understand. We need assistance.
We do not know what foul creature you've drug out of the sewers, some sort of deformed rat. But half we know you sewed it together yourselves. Be gone from here.
It's a 5-foot tall rat.
Sewed it together ourselves. Sir, you gravely overestimate my craftsmanship.
They say, "It is good it is dead, but this is no time to be dragging specimens to the university in any case."
You don't seem to understand, and that's not your fault. But we happen to have some knowledge of this, as we are on a mission from the Duke of the neighboring land. We've been trying to hunt down the source of this plague, and here we are. We get attacked by.
I'll give you a flat charm test rather than imposing your fatigued penalty.
Hang on. The tens place is a 0, but I dropped the. It's a 7.
Nicely done.
They shrug, and instead of coming across as madmen, you come across as sincere, despite how ridiculous you look. And then they say, "But what do you want us to do about it? One rat man does not make."
There's like 5 more of them back there.
Is this not a threat to the safety of the city?
My grandmother told me about rat men. I assumed they existed in the sewers, but I didn't want to say anything. And then they mentioned the song of the City of Towers, which was also mentioned by the university professor. And it must be some bordeleaux thing because, again, you've never heard of it before. But it's about rat man.
Can we tell him? Can we tell them that would it be like the seneschal needs to be awoken?
Yeah, they would let you go speak with seneschal. You succeeded enough that they believe you, but it won't be like the seneschal. It'll be like the Night Watch commander, and they'll bring this issue to him.
That's cool.
We'll go with them with your corpse. Regis?
I'm sorry, what? You had some wind noise that was blocking your voice.
It's Joel's fault.
Here, I'll mute myself.
No, it's the they'll take you to the Night Watch captain.
It's better than nothing. Well, let's go for it and see if we can dig up any information.
All right, cool. So you guys go with them. They bring you to the gate tower that leads up. It's like the last stop before you get to the castle at the top of the city's actual walls.
Right.
And they lead you in there. They make you sheathe your weapons, and they're twitchy, but they understand you probably want to keep them. And you throw the rat corpse on the desk of the Night Watch captain as you're invited to. He's got like a big, I don't know what you want to call it, just table. There's no papers. They just throw shit on there. And he turns around and says, "Mon Dieu!" And then, what is this? What do these outlanders bring me?
These ratmen and others like them are wandering the streets of your fair town. We were accosted in the middle of the night. We wanted to bring it to your attention immediately, as we believe that they possibly could be the source of this pestilence.
Mon Dieu! Make a charm test to convince him that the rat men are like a big problem and not just.
I fail.
Okay, so he says, "Well, I will offer you 2 shillings as bounty for slaying this man."
2 shillings of bounty. I'm not here for bounty, sir. We're here because we take this quite seriously. We believe firmly that there's a foul hiding in the air, sir. Can't you see?
He shrugs and says, "I see 2 strangers and a dead rat man. I can offer you 2 shillings bounty, or in the morning you can try to speak to one of the bailiffs of town."
Well, I will take the bounty, of course. It's better to take a bounty than not. But
he nods and then kicks you out of the watch tower. You guys are 2 shillings richer.
Cool. Well, that was kind of a bust. All right, so we can push this harder in the morning with the actual seneschal, or we can just assume that Bordeleaux has no interest in its own internal security and try and get out of town.
Well, they just don't know you if they don't try, whatever you might say.
Yeah, but the dude does.
Yeah, but again, you're strangers, so you're not allowed to talk to the dude yet. So do you get out of town? Well, what do you do for the next, 5 hours of nighttime?
You know, for all we know, we got to hold up someplace that's secure if we're going to be trying to wait.
Well, but we don't know how fast acting the poison is either.
We don't.
We'll ask the night watch commander if there's a physician that can be awoken, as there has been some. We believe that.
Roll another charm test for this request, Mario.
All right. That is 1 degree of success.
Okay, so they do refer you to a physician who's going to make an intelligence check, and he knows nothing about rat men. Let me see if he knows something about poisons. Actually, he does know about poisons, and he agrees that that is some strange contact poison, perhaps made from a Pappenheim root.
If so, what would that mean? What would that imply for myself? Can I just sleep it off?
He recommends a victual he makes himself from compounded herbs and leaves and stuff. He requests 1 shilling to compensate him for the improvement.
I happily hand one over.
Okay. I just have a running tally of y'all's money now in that notebook.
I'm keeping track of it, I think. I mean, make sure that I'm right, but...
No, right. You've been pretty accurate, too, but it appeared like Catherine just, like, appeared out of nowhere just now for me because she was sitting beneath the level of the counter.
Spooky.
Okay, so anyway, he comes back after like 15 minutes and gives you a thing to drink. And make another endurance test.
Okay. Fail again. I'm rolling my shit tonight.
You now have mercury poisoning on top of whatever the poison was, so you're negative 20 to everything.
You son of a bitch! I pay you a shilling for this, and I get mercury poisoning
until your liver purges this shit.
No, that's not how mercury poisoning works.
I think it's very serious.
Well, some of your hair falls out or something. It's not all the way. Like, there's a gradual spectrum on mercury poisoning.
Fair enough. More like, yeah.
No, not really.
Slight. Well, yeah, I can play this as a madman.
Hatters went mad over time. Like, it wasn't just like, I worked in the Hatter workshop for 1 week and I was forever.
10 minutes in the Hatter workshop.
Yeah, but it never leaves your system.
Well, right, but like...
Joel, why are you making this argument?
Because fucking...
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, you're permanently mercury poisoned. Joel convinced me.
Like, that should be a corruption point. I'm just saying.
Do you want to try and re-roll to resist the mercury entering your system in the first place when you sup this drink?
It cost me a fortune point, but
right. There's a game mechanic, Catherine.
We're just gonna run with this because Joel has talked the DM into this being a permanent ailment. That succeeds.
Because it's mercury. Like, this is like a known thing.
Yeah, no. We demand realism here, man. Somebody telling me he gives me a glass of mercury and I can just shake it off.
It wasn't pure mercury. Like, he thought this shit would work. Let's see if your poison and some strange reaction actually is overcome. If I roll a 1 on this D10. Nope, I rolled a 9. So you were at least poisoned still from before.
All right.
So the shit just wasn't going to work either way.
It would have. I just need.
No, that's what I was saying. Like, I'll roll a 1 in 10 chance that this like random dude's concoction actually cures Skaven poison.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't tough enough for the antidote to work. Sadly.
So anyway, he shakes his head and he says, "Yes, it's oft hard to survive the rat poison." He works on 2 levels. Anyway, Joel, speaking of which, your rat fever breaks out.
Oh, how about that?
Perhaps provoked by the poison. Amputated parts. Corruption. Here we go. Diseases.
yes.
Rat fever. What is the first thing you get? Okay, you now have a fever in addition to being fatigued and poisoned. So you have a negative 30 to everything going on. And you have convulsions.
Excellent.
It's also small pox pustules are starting to form all over your body. They're very itchy. And you lose one wound until you heal from the rat fever.
Can I take a swig of that stuff?
The mercury shit? Yeah, sure. Make an endurance test.
I rolled a 18.
Okay.
So, and my endurance is 50. So
4.
Hmm?
Okay, let me see. Then you don't get mercury poisoning. And we're going to roll. If I roll a 1, then you actually are cured of the rat fever somehow through this strange concoction. Nope. So it just does nothing.
All right. Well, it was worth a shot.
It was worth a shot.
He, of course, charges you an additional shilling.
Yeah, okay.
Dr. Harriman thanks you for your services, closes his physician's case, and leaves the premises, he says, to finally get a good night's sleep.
So, like, what? Like, so nobody at the university is like. I guess it's not a medical university.
Oh,
like,
right.
It's not
like a thing.
Do what?
No, there's dudes who there's an alchemist at the university. Let's be real. There's somebody who studies poisons and shit like that. So you might have a better knowledge of alchemy than that doctor did.
All right.
So if you wait for the morning, I assume you do, make a charm test again, Mario.
All right.
To introduce yourself.
Show 60. I got to fail. Stop failing everything. There we go.
You know 2 doctors, learned professors at the university, so including the dean. So they refer you to an apothecary, and he will charge you. I think you have it. He will charge you 2 gold crowns each to make his concoction that will supposedly cure your Skaven poison.
Sir.
Yeah.
Do you have experience with these concoctions? Because the last one that I took didn't really help.
Make it. Do you have insight or intuition's a better one to see?
I do not have intuition.
So then just roll initiative.
I have something that it's like for perceiving danger.
Fail.
You have 6th sense, but that's like getting ambushed. Like what happened with the rat man.
I fail.
All right, so you have no idea if he's lying or not.
2 gold crowns. Sir, I will give you 1 gold crown now, and the second if I'm capable of giving it to you once I drink this concoction.
Meaning that if it would kill you, he could just take the coin off of you.
It'll take a little while. I can put up a good fight before that happens.
Each of you all make an endurance test.
36. That's 2 degrees of success.
2 degrees of success. Myself also.
Your poison is gone. So Joel, you still have rat fever.
Mm-hmm.
And you're still fatigued from berserking. But Mario, you were fine.
That's good.
Wait, so I have. So it didn't cure my rat fever?
No, he was telling this alchemist was only had an antidote to the Skaven poison.
No.
What about fever, sir?
Wait, why did I take it then?
Because you were also poisoned.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, you weren't?
No.
So 1 gold crown then?
He charges you, Mario.
All right then. Now, what about this whole thing with the blisters that my friend has? Can you offer a poultice, say?
Let's see if this guy can concoct a poultice. Of course, he refers you to the university physician that knows about strange diseases. He has a cream that can help you with the pox, but it's not going to help you with the fever until you recover. But he says you'll recover faster if you agree to be placed in his care. And he will charge you 2 gold crowns, 1 for the care, 1 for the salve.
Well, we don't. I am now. I only have 1 gold crown left personally. I don't know what you got, Joel.
I don't know. Somebody else is keeping track of my money.
So I have here. Ooh. Yeah, I have that you have something like 5 shillings, Joel. No, more than that. I think you have about 15 shillings.
Maybe you could like offer yourself up for medical experimentation. I could pay for it.
I mean, yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, like I got a gold crown, but
all right, make a -10 endurance test.
Okay, what's my endurance? It is 50 exactly, right? I think that's correct.
-10. I don't know. I'm not looking at your character sheet.
So I need to get under a 40. And that is a 33. That's a critical, motherfucker.
Beautiful.
All right. So your fate. Do you guys stay an extra day in Bordeleaux so that he can
getting patched up? It sounds pretty fucking important to me.
Yeah.
All right. So he offers you like a room where he does medical experiments or whatever, and you can sleep in the corner at Regis. And you have a fever overnight, but the next morning you wake and you find yourself feeling much better. The pox are still itchy, but look like they've faded and they're localized. So you should be in luck.
Sweet.
Do I gain any hit points from the night's sleep?
Yeah, I'll say you guys, not Mario, Joel, you're down 1 wound, but everybody else, both, otherwise you guys are at full.
Okay. So do I take the cream with me?
Yeah, you need to keep applying it.
Okay.
For the next 2 days.
Okay. Okay, now
next. I am going to share a map of the realm.
Then can we talk to the people about the fucking ratmen in the sewers?
Oh yeah, do you want to go to the Duke's court?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Or like the fucking the dean of the place, you know, like I know he's floofy and effeminate, but like he understands an emergency, right?
You'll remember, but he basically said, "The fuck off," because you were rude. Because after you read the book, you also came to him and talked to him about the threat to the city.
Well, yeah.
And so
here it is.
You now.
Do what?
He refuses to see y'all now. So,
all right, we'll go to the fucking Duke then.
Do you wear your Estalian nobleman's garb?
I certainly do. I mean, yes. If we can get an audience, we need to have as much credit as possible.
All right. Like you get past the normal run-of-the-mill people with that outfit and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Make a charm test to convince the bailiff that you should be entitled to an audience like today instead of next month.
Yes. 2 degrees of success.
He believes your story. He also believes that you're an important Estalian nobleman, and so you actually are worthy of prompt attention.
Well, thank you.
You're invited to go to the main hall of the castle at the tolling of 2 bells and present yourself in front of the Duke's seneschal. When you get there, what do you say about like the Rat Man?
Yeah, so I'm sorry, I'm talking to the seneschal now?
Yeah, you enter a large audience hall that's connected to the actual main castle.
Yes.
And they show you into like a chamber with armor and guards and shit like that.
Are there like observers, or is it just Is it just the seneschal and the guards?
Yeah, there's no duke there yet. But
well, yeah, but like, is it like open court where like people can go and just watch?
yeah, it's more like that. Except they just like stand at the back of the room.
Yeah,
there are people watching. Some of them are petitioners themselves. Whatever.
No, I think I'll just flat out. No, I'll say, sir, I am a representative currently cooperating with the lords of Duke Armand. Correct.
Correct.
His realm is in great disarray. I believe that the pestilence that has been affecting both of your realms is connected to this. We were accosted by these radmen in the night. I have never before seen them be nearly so aggressive in practically in public. We believe that we have evidence of foul chaos doings that the Duke will need to be, the Duke must hear of forthwith, immediately.
Roll charm to see if he believes you're a crank or exactly what you said.
30 on 60, so 3 degrees of success.
Hey, mon dieu! And he, God, I love laughing at my own lame jokes. Yeah. This has been told about in stories I've read. Have you heard the tale of the city of towers?
The city of towers? Did you mention that one before? Because it doesn't ring a bell right now.
That's the song everybody keeps bringing to you whenever you talk about Skaven.
Right.
That you're actually not familiar with.
Yes.
Sorry, it's an internal Nick joke. Anyway, he leads you to the Duke's chambers, and you are soon after waiting in the antechamber for a few minutes after the seneschal clearly speaks to the Duke. You are brought into a small map room, and in front of you is the mustachioed Duke of Bordeleaux, Alberic, and he is flanked by an honor guard who are still wearing their helmets of 4 men. But they actually didn't make you leave your weapons.
They did or didn't?
Did not, because you're a nobleman and a nobleman's bodyguard, according to them.
Right.
So you were allowed.
You're great.
So he asks you to introduce yourself. And so I assume you reveal your Estalian identity.
I do, and I introduce my loyal man, Bonejard.
I nod.
He says, the seneschal told me what you had to say about... Did Emily just text us to make a punny joke? Good Lord. I've totally lost my chain of thought with this pun.
Well, no, I just got it.
I love that woman.
Oh, good stuff.
Okay. Albrecht, you're about to scale in.
Well, what I will do is I'll pull out the poisoned swords of the Skaven and say,
yes.
Assaulting.
Why do you believe this is a threat to my city?
That pestilence-ridden ratmen climb up the sewers in the middle of the night and attack citizens. And then I'll fill them in on everything going on down south. That the realm is possibly about ready to fall into chaos. That there is a count who is knowingly in league with these same ratmen. That this is as aggressive as I've ever heard of them being in several places at once, and that not only are they a part of his pestilence, but we are now aware of a prophecy that they are trying to fulfill. And I would like him to be aware of this so that he can put his best men on it. Toot sweet.
Do roll a charm test, but he is apt to believe you, so you can take it plus 20%.
Well, with the plus 20, it's 1 degree of success.
Okay. So he nods thoughtfully. And with 1 degree of success, he says, I believe my quarantine is a sound policy, but Hmm. I have heard of these troubles in Aquitaine. Uh, your Lord Agravain has sent heralds all around saying that the plague is the fault of the lady's favor falling away from Duke Armand, and that he is in league with evil forces.
I
That is what has brought the pestilence upon all of the land.
Sir, I was personally in Lord Agravain's keep, and there we found rat ogres and rat men in his care. It was only by the grace of the gods that we were able to escape.
He nods thoughtfully and then says, "But how do we stop this? Do you know any solution?"
We know of one.
We know
but
one.
I'm not supposed to talk. You go ahead.
Yeah, you can go ahead and jump in. To say yes, no, we've heard of an artifact. We're currently attempting to track it down, but in order to do so, we need to speak with somebody who is familiar with these things. You're most experienced people in matters of the arcane.
He says, "Very well. I will consult with my oracles." And you are brought to a chamber with a blind old woman with long, straight hair, and she's wearing a pure white robe.
Oh yeah, this bitch is gonna know where it's
Small
at.
silvery stars along the hem, and the place he brought you to is like an observation tower that looks over the bay, and you can see a distant lighthouse and like the moon, but during the day, like one of those occurrences.
Mm-hmm.
And she's clearly like staring out the window, and then turns to you, and her milky eyes covered in cataracts. She's clearly totally actually blind. She says, "I smell the stink of the rat upon you. What news do you bring the Duke?"
Let's see what the name of the artifact was. I wrote it down, and I think
Idol of Flies.
Yes, the Idol of Flies from Hakara, the lands of the dead. We seek the artifact, and we show her the drawings and
She can't see them.
Yeah. So
I will etch them firmly with a pen so that she can follow the divot in the paper.
Very clever. Okay, so she pulls forth a scrying bowl and pours pure, clean water into it, and then drags a small, like partridge-like bird from one of 6 or 7 cages you realize are kept in an adjacent room, and she comes back and rips off the bird's head, dropping the blood from the bird into the scrying bowl, and then peers over it, sticking her fingers into the bloody water and smelling, inhaling deeply, splashing the water upon her face, turning to the window, looking outside, and says, "The idol, it is in this very city, below, near the water, in an ancient place." And then she turns to you and says, "There is a cavern. Something terrible dwells there, a portal between worlds, as it were, but only to allow the ratmen to speak to each other. That is all I've seen. They've placed the idol there in this chamber." And then she appears exhausted and slumps over on the ground and begins loudly snoring.
Did the Duke have any men in the room with us, or is it just us?
Yeah, it's like 6 guards.
Yes. Well, then in that case, I'll turn to the guards and say, "We must inform the Duke immediately and organize a sortie."
Watch this whole thing. Like, he was hanging out with y'all.
The Duke's there too, all right.
Yeah.
Then, sir, we must organize a sortie immediately.
He nods and says, "But I do not know where to find such a chamber." He nods slowly and then says, "So you will come with my picked men to fight the rat men in the tunnels?"
Oh yeah.
Okay. You're back to the castle. There's trumpets, and you're allowed to attend an audience in which the Duke asks for like bravest knights errant of the realm to come in and try to seek the artifact in the tunnels beneath. And then the several men step forward, and then everyone looks to you and looks for the entrance to the tunnels that they should use, and asks where it is located.
Well, we have the general direction of it, I suppose. She said it was down.
Yeah, what exactly did she say?
Did she say it was down by the docks?
It's down by the water in an ancient chamber with. We'll say she also mentioned there's like an ancient statue of kings in there, along with a place that they have placed the idol.
In the chamber itself.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Does anybody recognize like that? We're not from here.
They all shake their heads. They would be an ancient ruin beneath the city from the times of the first Bretoni tribes.
If it's down by the water, is it possible that this is just simply in the sewers in a large sewer that expels itself all the waste of the city?
They say you might have to talk. Well, the Duke steps forward and says, "We do not know the way that the sewers function, but there is an enclave of sea elves that are related to those who originally engineered our sewer works."
Well, is magic really necessary for a sewer system?
No, it's not like that. They just like actually have the engineering knowledge to like make a sewer system, unlike these medieval knight dudes.
Gotcha. Shit flows downhill is probably pretty magical thinking to these folks.
Exactly. They nod to you and say, "Will you go speak to the sea elves, or should I send my bravest knight?"
We'll go talk to him.
Yeah, is there reason to be afraid? Are they on the outs with you?
They look at each other and like shake heads. No, but sea elves are strange and best avoided.
Then yes, we will certainly go and speak with them ourselves.
You get to the edge of the sea elf quarter, and there's like a two pennants flapping in the breeze over the entrance to like a quarter and fine white stone is this part of it. And there's a central plaza with like a statue of like a naked elf, like pouring water. He's robed and lithe and youthful. And then there's, like ringing it or fine faced buildings in a sort of semi-Gothic style. And you can see elves walking about like silent Vulcans. They've even got like the pointy-shouldered kind of robes going on. And one of them steps forward and says, "I am Erathiniel. What business do you have with the elves?"
"We wish information on the city's sanitary sewer network. Simply a simple FOIA request, you understand."
They say, "Why would we give two humans this information? Could you even comprehend our schematics?"
"Well, I could attempt to. I can both read and write. The Skaven have become bold. We seek an artifact beneath the city itself that we believe puts all of you in grave peril as well as the humans."
Again, charm him to make him actually believe you're not just
3 degrees of success.
He turns to you and then does a very high elven gesture and then turns back to you and says, "Do you have any maps or additional information from what you speak? Come, we must not waste time. Follow me. I will walk briskly."
Okay.
And this Erathiniel starts striding up the plaza towards one of the higher houses in the hill of, like on a hill in this quarter. I assume you explained the situation to him.
Yes.
Leads you into a room with like astrolabs. Again, you walk up some staircases. There's like a tower and shit. And there is an elf who turns to you, and he's got like pitch black hair and a blue and starlit robe. And then he says, "Interesting. My name is Linnaeus. How may I assist you? If Erathiniel brought you here, I know you must have grave tidings."
I relay all the basic same story that I told the first guy, and then give him the specifics that there's a chamber near the water, that it contains a portal that the Ratmen are coordinating with someone else, presumably, and that we need as much information as possible to find out where this chamber might be, if that rings any kind of a bell whatsoever, and how we might get to it.
He nods and says, "I am not aware of such a chamber, but come me to my scrying bowl." And he directs like part of his telescopes onto the scrying bowl, and then asks you to, on a special parchment he produces, draw the signs that you read about in the book of the Prophecy of the Horned Rat, and then turn to the scrying bowl while you do that. Shortly, he produces a vision and draws you guys a map through the sewers to get to said scrying chamber. And then he turns to you and says, and grasps your arm, Regis.
Mm-hmm.
Says, "Beware. I saw a horde of rats. This artifact, the idol, it has drawn many to the cause of their gray seer. This is the Ratmen's term for one of their mightiest wizards."
In that case, it sounds like perhaps you should assist us and send some of your best fighting men alongside. It would be a damn shame if the Rats
sadly and slowly and says, "Sadly, my men are traders, merchants, and ambassadors, not our finest fighting folk. I will send 5 of the younger elves who may have more of a taste for adventure. I do not order folk, but give them their free will in this embassy. You must understand.
Of course I understand.
To the elves."
Laudable.
He nods solemnly and then says, "They will be fighting in the tunnels nearby. But I trust that you and your manservant here, Boneshard, I believe his name is, he ignores you as though you're like an ox and just incapable of speech, Boneshard. And then you would be able to make your way to this chamber. And perhaps there you can take the Idol of Flies." He nods solemnly, gesturing for you to leave.
Yeah. I thank him very sincerely for his help, and I guess we'll be on our way.
Do you guys enter the sewers shortly?
Yeah, so we're meeting up with the Duke.
So, like, how many
5 elves?
How many dudes do we have?
So, 12 companions of the Duke agreed to go into the sewers, along with 5 now regular elvish swordsmen, as it were.
We need a fucking wizard.
It would be nice to find a sorceress.
We really do.
The old woman who's capable of entering the sewers and surviving combat.
I mean, doesn't the fucking wizard college have any fucking wizards?
They're a college of normal scholars. Oh, sorry. They're a college of normal scholars.
Does it say there's not a single sorceress in this entire city that knows battle magic?
No, that's exceedingly rare.
Yeah, but this is like a capital city of a duke.
I suppose that's true. And you do have the Duke's favor. There is a young damsel named Blanche. There we go.
Blanche, can you throw fireballs?
Blanche, damsel, apparently knows some like healing and augmentation spells.
All right. Also, we're gonna need some lamp oil.
Oh my God.
Barrels and barrels.
All right, you can safely carry, i.e., like it won't just like break flask against flask, and like it'll actually be available for you to like light several of them after a round. You can safely carry 5 flasks each of lamp oil.
That's perfect.
The Duke gives you that.
We should also equip each of his men with 5 flasks.
This comes in really handy.
really does.
They shrug, I guess. Let's see. I'm looking at this wizardess's spells. Okay, so following the elves' directions, are there any other preparations you make besides flask oil?
That really was like the best thing that we had. That and just our simple martial arts. We don't have any money to buy anything else that's
I'm gonna take the poison sword too. One of them.
Yeah, that wouldn't hurt. I'll take one as well.
Okay. Yeah, you don't know how many like strikes it'll last or whatever, but
right, or if they're even going to be affected by it.
They probably will, according to what like little you gleaned from the I don't know, physiker who cured most of Joel's rat fever.
Right.
So the let's see, I'm gonna share my screen and show you guys the map of the city. Boop. Okay. Nope, that's not the city. Okay, so here's a thing. There is an entrance in the docks, you believe, somewhere over here. So, escorted by your
what? Just before we go in, so if we just so the idea is if we destroy the idol, then it frees everybody of their plague and shit.
It'll at least free Duke Armand of his plague. Like he was found with like the symbol of the horned rat on him and feverish and all that stuff, and then a damsel put him into slumber. It would probably waken him. You know, you're pretty sure from the chronicle. Actually, make an intelligence test there, Regis.
Yeah. 15. So yes, that's 2 degrees.
Okay, so you are pretty sure that destroying the idol would not end the plague, because at this point it's just being carried.
Right.
From some of the prophecies, you believe that it's more just like they're so good at spreading plagues. It's just the chaos of the realm that's allowing that to happen.
Yeah.
So anyway, heading over towards the sewer entrance.
Well, no, one more question. Do we know what the idol is made of?
Gold.
Okay.
Now it's like they like probably blackened it or something in some sort of like horrific wood fire, but otherwise it's a golden idol.
Okay.
Okay, so you get down to a sewer grate, and there is a this is the entrance that was described to you guys by the sea elves. I assume you guys are wearing your like full armor and normal shit like that.
Yes.
Okay, and you've got your hooded lantern. Do you have an additional light source, Bone Shard, or just that?
I think we only have the one.
Okay, so you get down to the entrance.
But I assume that like the 12 Duke's men would bring something, like a torch or something, knowing that they would go into the sewer.
Page boys with lanterns, and they can't be bothered. And then plus Elvish swordsman. Okay. Where do you guys place yourselves in the group? You are allowed to lead from the front.
These guys, I think it's fair to say, are going to get torn to smithereens really quick. Like maybe we should take points just so we can make the first decisions, because we don't yet know how this guy's going to actually handle a real fight.
Yeah, that's probably good. We can take point until we encounter some ratmen, and then maybe have a little bit of a buffer.
Okay, so both of y'all roll perception.
All right.
Is this my sixth sense?
8.
Yeah. Add 20 to your roll or your skill level. So if it's 50, it's 70 or whatever.
Let's see here.
Did you
Sixth
say
sense.
Regis?
Sorry?
Did you say 8?
Yes.
So how many successes is that?
Oh, sorry. Perception, that is 3 degrees.
Okay. What'd you get?
Okay. So you said add 20?
Yes, add 20 to your check because your sixth sense is going to help you.
Okay. So that's a 60, and I rolled a 55, which is a critical.
Oh. Interesting. After wandering some basically empty sewers, you feel like maybe the ratmen are hiding, and some of the ducal companions even begin grumbling about this just being a Snape chase or something, some imaginary lizard that boys are told to hunt, and then it doesn't actually exist. And they get to, you guys start approaching, and you can see leading up through a chamber in the sewer. It opens up into a very large chamber where there's like several kind of like waterfalls as side tunnels connect here in like a big square room. Starts pouring water into a large chamber. There's water up to maybe your ankles. So far, maybe a little higher, like towards the tops of boots. And in this chamber, it might even go deeper. And you have a terrible premonition that there's some sort of terrible ambush about to happen in said chamber.
Well, get the flask out.
Go down, the knights continue on fairly unoblivious.
Wait, you said what?
The knights continue on, even if you stop, fairly unoblivious. I mean,
we motion for them to halt.
One of them turns to you and says, "But finally, we can get out of the darkness into a proper space."
Hold fast. I say, should I roll to intimidate?
No, he'll believe you since you guys brought this issue to them.
So, do they all also have flasks of oil?
Yeah.
Okay.
I made sure of it.
Yeah. So we will. I'm going to get a flask out and hold it in my offhand, and light the cloth, and then we can go and investigate and burn some motherfuckers.
Okay. Do you let/ask any of the knights come with you into the large chamber?
I would think maybe. What do you think? Like not just yet.
I'll check like the entrance to the large chamber for traps.
Okay, make a perception test. Unless you have like some sort of trap skill.
Let's see here.
I know you don't. Now that I think about it.
It's a 37. Which what do I use for that?
Since you're actively searching, we'll say intelligence. Or initiative. You can do whichever one's higher.
Initiative, yeah, because that actually succeeds.
Okay, how many degrees, please?
1 degree.
Okay, you come upon the edge of a large chamber. Like, yay. More dudes back there. And all around the edges here, you can see there's two high, big grates pouring water in. And so you can't see, there's like maybe like a mist that's maybe a mist, but like a water particle mist in the center of the chamber that makes the back of it obscure. And you just get this tingling sensation like if you were a rat man, you would totally have a super evil, wicked trap back here on the higher parts of the back of the chamber. because it's maybe like 30 feet tall, whereas where some of the tunnels come in, and they're all pointing into this central location. And then there's further tunnels that drain. But if you're going to make progress, you're going to need to go down one of these routes. And from the map you have from the High Elves, you think it's maybe like this bottom chamber down here will lead to the old ruin.
Okay. Can I throw a Molotov cocktail that way?
Well, so all the ground here, including your feet, are like slow-moving, particle-filled water. So if you threw a Molotov cocktail, it's not going to like catch on fire or anything.
Well, it's oil though.
Right, but like it's a crude kind of thing. I guess you could like
throw it at a wall. It'll spread out though, and then
there's a lot of water coming down the sides of the walls. But yeah, like maybe that would work.
Yeah, I'll throw it like in that direction, like at the wall.
Yeah, make a weapon skill test. I'm sorry, a ballistic skill test. If you have thrown as a skill, you can use it.
I don't have throw, but I think ballistic skill is the same as my weapon skill, right?
No, it's a different skill. So your weapon skill might be 58, but your ballistic skill might be like 30.
I don't have a ballistic skill then.
Go into your character sheet. Just use them one.
I have cool, melee basic, survival, sail, evaluate, consume up.
This BS next to weapon skill, that's what it is. So you have a 30.
Wait, what BS next to? Oh,
characteristics. Yeah,
it's a characteristic.
Character. My bad.
Okay. I rolled a 21.
Okay. It splashes over here, and it lights up past the mist, and you can see that there were several Ratman heads, like at least 5, and then they disappear into the mist away from where the burning Molotov cocktail had caused them to illuminate their shadows.
Okay. I'm going to wait for just a second to see if anything else happens.
No, it appears they've cleared out of that area.
Okay. So everything around us is like graded, right?
Yeah, the chamber you came from is not grated, but there's grates all along here, and you need to wrench open the grates over here or squeeze through, which is feasible. But you wouldn't want to do it if somebody's hacking at you with a sword.
Right.
So what do y'all do? You have plenty of time to confer.
Well, is it, is there, I guess my question is there a path that would like sort of naturally occur in this? Like, would it make sense to go straight through the middle to this other chamber? Or like
imagine it's a big, just like brick. It's not bricks. It's like stone. But just imagine it's a big. Can you see my hands?
Yeah.
Imagine it's just like a big chamber, and many parts of the sewer system go out here.
Yeah.
And then the lower areas, there's like 4 or 5 of them, go to other drainage areas. Some of them to the bay, some of them wherever. And one of them down here is draining the water from the upper areas, but it also there's a part of the path you step off, and it leads to the ruins where you put the idol flies it.
So but coming from the chamber that we're coming from, is there a natural way that we would get there? I guess is my question. Like,
no, like it all leads through this room.
Okay.
So these are the lower grates, but then imagine about 20 feet up. There's another. And you want to go to 7 over.
Okay.
So what do y'all do, or ask the elves and the 12 companions?
Well, go ahead.
Do the elves? I mean, I just assume that all elves carry bows. Did these particular ones bring bows?
They have bows and swords.
Okay.
Meander over to one of the grates and
Well, I think if we ask the elves to like
get in line.
well, to ready their bows and to look around at the upper chambers.
Okay.
Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
And they have night sight, right? They can see in the dark.
Yes. It's not like predator vision, but dim light appears as full light to them.
Okay. So I asked them, what they can see.
That's good. I saw scurrying ratmen, but I could not get a count or see much more than that. Every time I catch a shadow.
Like on the upper part or the lower part?
All through these areas.
All right, so we're basically in a meat grinder here.
Yep.
I'm gonna go pee while you guys discuss amongst yourselves.
I mean, this isn't going to go great no matter what we do.
No, and I think if we were just to like Molotov all of the entrances, the water would carry it away.
No, it's not going to be all that useful. We're going to need to throw the Molotovs like at home here where ratmen that we can already see are, just to get them caught on fire. And even then, they're probably going to be able to put themselves out just by jumping into the water.
Right. So, maybe our wizard has some skills.
Yeah.
Ask Nick when he comes back.
He said just like healing and stuff, though, I think.
Yeah, but she might have like light path or something like that.
Yeah, that's true. There could be something.
Like something where she could like, put a flare up or something like that to where we could actually see.
Right. Or maybe a ritual of transmute water into gasoline.
Yeah, so I think our basic move is to tell everybody to flank the walls.
Yeah. Okay, flank the walls. We're on the lower level, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, range is going to be carrying the day here, I assume. So I'll get my crossbow out for whatever value that has.
Yeah, and I guess I'll jump in the middle and just start whacking dudes. Or not in the middle, but like further out from the center.
Right.
Further out from the edge.
Okay. All right, guys. So
what was that, Nick?
how do y'all kick?
Missed it again.
How do y'all kick it off? Start off your plan. Because I just conclusions of the plan, but
well, first thing is we need to ask the wizard if she what spells she has.
Oh damn! Why did I shove my book like a dipshit? Oh no! Knocked over all the figurines. All right. She has a spell called Life Bloom. She has a spell that causes regeneration. And she has a spell. Dude, temple sounds cold.
It's windy. It's really fucking windy.
It's like Halloween, dude. All right, let's see. So she can cast Bark Skin, which gives you toughness, but it slows you down because your skin is hard and brittle. And she's got some spells she can cast on herself, but she can also cause someone to regenerate, which is like auto heal. You know what I mean? And then
does the regeneration last for a while? Because maybe like Bonchard beginning the fight with that on might be a good idea.
Sure. She comes over. Again, think about how you all are going to kick this off. But she has plenty of time. So
That, what do you think about the bark skin? I mean, being slow sucks. Do we know how much it slows him down?
It's not movement. It's a -10 to your agility and dexterity, but you get +2 to your toughness bonus, which
it's two less damage every time you're hit.
Yeah, that's going to be useful.
No, it's only going to last 4 rounds.
Okay, maybe she can cast that in the middle of the fight then.
Right.
So our basic strategy is to have everybody kind of flank the walls.
Okay.
And be mindful of the like we'll kind of like create like a quarter circle or an eighth circle around where we're coming out around the walls.
Okay. So like something like this.
Yeah, something like that. So we're like there's nobody has their back exposed. I'll kind of step out towards the, not in the middle of that, but like kind of a little bit more forward.
I realized this shit was like sloped.
And she doesn't have any spells that like create light or anything like that, does she?
Actually, she does have a light spell. Where does she? She can cast it on her staff, is what she normally does, but she offers to let you like give her advice.
She can cast it on an object?
Yeah.
Is there anything at the top of the chamber?
No, but she could create a moat that's just like right here. There's going to be a lot of mist still from the falling water, but you couldn't see. Sorry, like here. Ink.
She can create like a moat of light. Yeah, let's do that.
Damn. Okay. With your dudes all at the back as they are. So she casts a moat of light. It illuminates both you and there's ratmen all along the walls over here. Let's see. Like probably 30.
30.
And sure enough, you can see behind a grate are 2 rat ogres.
God damn it.
And they all screech. And then what's the next thing you do after illuminating the light?
Everybody should let loose on their arrows.
How deep is the water that they're standing in?
A foot.
Are the rat ogres near a wall?
Yeah, they're actually behind a grate over here.
Yeah. But I mean, are they physically near a wall, like back to a wall?
Yeah, like the grate has walls on either side of it. It's like they're in a little tunnel.
Right. Then I'd like to throw a Molotov at that wall and try to catch them on fire.
Okay, with how far away it is, it'll be a -20 to hit.
-20. My ballistic skill is 38.
Yeah, roll it.
Oh. I gotta try. They're too dangerous. Oops. What? Sorry. All right, I'm gonna burn a fortune point.
Okay.
Yes. 16.
Okay, so that's like at least 1 degree of success.
2 degrees.
Let me see.
Oh, sorry. So at negative 20, that's 1 degree with the handicap.
With the penalty. All right. 50. So the rat ogre does not like dodge or anything like that, and he is now ablaze. The one in front is, aka on fire. So there's an ablaze rat ogre. What do you do, Bone Shard? Did you all die? I know he's still on mute. I don't think he realizes.
Hey, sorry. What just happened?
It's your turn.
I lit the one motherfucker on fire.
Nice. I'm smashing Ratman. I'm gonna enter my frenzy.
Ooh. There are now 28 Ratmen.
Mm-hmm.
Your elvish allies take dudes down with their shots.
Okay.
All right. So you just like charge forward towards the nearest Ratman.
I'm gonna stay a little like I'm not gonna like charge out into the open, but is there one that's like nearby that I can attack?
Yeah, but I mean, so you want to stay up against a wall or something?
If I can, yeah.
Just gonna like throw Ratman out there. All right. Roll to attack. Ratman gets a 2 degrees to parry you.
So I get 3 degrees of success to hit.
Okay. Do +0 damage.
So
You're
that's
charging this round and you're in frenzy. Well, make a willpower attack first.
I succeed.
Okay. Add 2 to your regular damage.
Okay, so 2 to regular damage, and then plus the frenzy and the whatnot.
No, I was adding the frenzy.
You're adding it in for me. Okay, so
Yeah.
that should be 13 damage.
Yeah. Oof, yes, that beheads a Ratman. There are now 27, and you can do 1 death blow.
Okay, I'll attack the nearest Ratman
Sure.
without getting too far from the wall.
Okay.
That's an 18, so that's
Okay.
is that 5 degrees? Yes, that's 5
Yeah.
degrees of success.
There are now 26 Ratman. You can take 1 more death blow since you felled that next one. You're at +20.
At +20, so that would put me at 80. That is a 47, so that is 4 degrees of success.
4 plus. So what's your grand damage total? Add 4.
4 degree. Add 4.
Uh-huh.
So it's 17 damage.
Yes. You behead another. There are now 25 Ratmen. And the 2 rat ogres. You hear skittering from up above you. I'll let you take another action, Regis.
Okay, I'm going to pull up my crossbow. And I'm going to try to further injure the rat ogre who's on fire.
Okay.
One degree of success, which is then I don't know if it gets a reaction, but that'd be
Jerry,
1
he might dodge. I'm sorry, he does not. Go on.
That's then 10 damage.
Ten minus 5 is 5. All right. He was not happy. He looked hurt. There's a bolt sticking out of the side of the rat ogre as there's fire above him. And the companion's about to start go running forward, but then the Ratman's initiative takes place, and there's a line of about 8 Ratmen up here.
Hey, I yell out, like, I don't know if this has been covered already, but I yell out to them to stay close to the wall.
About 8 globes come flying out of the hands of that upper level of ratmen, pulling from like beneath their robes or whatever, and these green smoking globes of glass come sailing down amongst y'all, and they strike like here, like all amongst like the greatest mass of y'all. Make a 2 tests for me, Regis. One, an intelligence test. I doubt you have lore, Ratman, or something like that.
Alas, I don't.
Okay.
But I just succeeded that barely by 1 point.
You're pretty sure that these are some sort of like poison or gas attack, and you want to get away from them. Let me see how well these dudes throw. Oh my god. The knights and elves nearby you, Regis, start choking and dying on the smoky globes of poison gas. You yourself, you can add a +10 to your attempt, but you need to make an endurance test.
Okay. +10. It's going to be 40. I fail. I think I'm going to want to use... I only have 2 fortune points left. I will accept my failure.
Okay. Sorry, I'm rolling for all the knights. Oh my gosh. Okay. 7 of the 12 knights are overcome with coughing, and their eyes are bulging and beginning to bleed. Let me check these elves. It's unlikely that they are affected. 1, 2. All right. Okay. Bone Shard. What are you going to do? Well, actually, the knights will come running in and start slaying some Slaven as well. Sorry. All right. One of them, they rolled very poorly. One of them kills a clan rat. You always choose 6 of them out. All right, your turn, Bone Shard.
So is it like a gaseous thing?
Yeah, it's enveloping this whole area behind you.
Okay.
And the ones who are already infected don't look good. You made your test, right, Mario?
I'm sorry, for the toughness? No, I failed it.
Oh no. You are incapacitated with coughing and spasming, and you take 4 wounds.
4 wounds? Fuck me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So, Bone Shard, does that affect your choice of action?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm, like, I'm gonna do what, like. I think I'm gonna have to attack one of the rat ogres, or are there too many ratmen in the way?
There's one ratman in the way.
I guess I'll attack him.
Okay.
And I have.
You have frenzy.
I have frenzy, and I have advantage as well.
+3 right now.
I rolled a
Frenzy
22.
doesn't matter for your to hit, but the +3 advantage does.
Hang on. I want to make sure that you see this.
You behead. You cut this rat man in half and step through the gory mist You now have +4 advantage. I assume you're going to try and strike at the rat ogre.
Yeah, the one that's on fire.
Yep.
Wait, is it behind a grate?
They have flung the grate open.
Okay.
But they're kind of like this, like where the back one can't really get past a flamed one.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to stab him in the throat.
All right, he gets a -4 to parry.
I rolled a 52, which is 5 degrees of success.
So add 5 to your damage. That's charging.
That's 18.
Okay. You gash open his front, and he's just pouring blood out of his upper pectoral muscles that appear somewhat weakened. Not bone chart. Regis, your turn.
All right. So, am I still incapacitated?
Well, you're coughing incapacitated, so you can't yell, attack, any of that kind of shit.
I can't yell or attack.
And at the end of this action, I'll give you another chance to do an endurance chest.
Okay, so I'm sorry. So what can I do right now?
You can run. I would let you down a liquid or dive into the water.
Well, will diving into the water help? Can I wash off some of the chemical on me?
You have no idea.
I'm going to attempt to.
All right, make another endurance check.
All right. 7. I got that one.
Okay, so you are no longer incapacitated, and you only take 1 more wound from the poison, but you need to hold your breath beneath the water.
Okay.
Things are not going well for most of the guys at the back. It looks like about 3 knights are going to survive the poison wind, and they're doing well against the ratmen they're facing. You get attacked, Bone Shard. Attempt to parry. You still have that +40. The rat ogre gets, let's see,
8 degrees of success.
Oh, man. The rat ogre got 6 degrees of success. So you step aside, and you can see there's a gout of water behind you as you get splashed, and you can feel some of the ceiling of the tunnel. He clawed over the top and wrenched rocks out of it in his furious attempt to smash you to death. But you are okay right now, except there's 2 ratmen spearmen attacking you. One got 2 degrees of success to hit you. See if you parry.
I get 6 degrees of success.
You are now at your max advantage. You didn't hit him, though. You dive down into the water. Your knight companions are going to kill some fuckers. Or hopefully. Okay, one of them kills 1 more rat. Man, there are 23 left.
Are the elves shooting anybody?
No, they. Well, let's see. How many made it? 2 elves do. They're also running out of the miasma death.
Wait, I thought that you said that it was unlikely they would be affected by it.
I gave them a big bonus, but only 2 passed out of the 5.
Right.
So anyway, if you roll an 88 and a 92, it doesn't help you much, or whatever, or something like that.
Yeah, no, I just wasn't aware that that's what it had gone on.
And they killed 2 more of the clan rats. You were down to 21. And then the 3 knights that survived. Let's see how many they kill. Just 1 more.
Can the wizard cast anything to
Oh yeah, the wizard. I never made a save for her. I mean, do an endurance check for her. Ooh, she rolled a 99. She is dying and incapacitated. So you don't even have bark skin. Sorry, buddy. Bone Shard, it is your turn. You're muted.
Yeah, I'm peeing.
A fair point.
So, just real quick, I know I'm like in the frenzy of battle, but
Literally, yeah.
like, can I do like a quick check just to see how many dudes are still alive?
There appear to be about 20 clan rats. The burning rat ogre you're facing, and a fully healed and furious rat ogre behind him. And you don't know what intelligence these rats are going to spread amongst the others now that they've encountered you trying to invade their tunnels.
Fuck, dude.
Sometimes the frontal assault is hard.
Yes.
I guess I'm gonna attack the flaming rat ogre.
Okay. Roll it. He attempts to parry. He has no advantage with +6.
That is a 22, motherfucker. That is
Beautiful. As good as it gets.
Hang on.
Almost as good as it gets.
It's a critical, and it's 10 degrees of success.
He only had 11 wounds left, and his armor is not that great. So you drive your sword up through his chest, into his heart, also piercing one of his lungs, and then kick off the corpse. He is dead. You maintain your +6. You can either dive towards the other rat ogre and make one attack on him, or dive towards the clan rat, try to kill one of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna start killing rats.
Okay.
While all the while like trying to avoid that ogre as much as I can. That's 3 degrees of success.
Okay.
So that's 14 damage. No, that's 15 damage.
You behead him, and you can make an additional attack on this one.
It is a 69. So that's 6 degrees of success.
Nope, no 6 degrees there. And so with 6, yeah, it's like 18 damage. A regular rat can't stand that. Last, another adjacent attack.
Oh, one more? Okay.
You got -2 degrees.
He's fucking dead. It's
slice him in half from top to bottom.
Yeah, it's 6 degrees of success again.
I just realized I threw those dead rats over there, but there's more just pouring forest. So you're down to 17 regular rats. Ooh, I knocked overnight. All right, Regis, your turn. What are you gonna do?
Am I back to normal?
Yeah, you're not incapacitated. You just took all the damage you took.
Yeah. All right. So I stand.
The sewer water.
So I stand back up again.
You would find yourself standing behind one of the knights as they are fighting off a horde of these rat dudes.
Yes. So are any of those tall ones near me? Are those the ogres or are those knights?
These are the knights, these bishop-looking dudes.
Yeah.
And then these two are the remaining elves that survived the miasma. Most of the rest of these guys are just straight up dying.
Okay, and
some of the rats from the second story are throwing sling stones into them, just killing the weakened ones.
Is there a ogre on Bone Shard?
He's right here. He's about to be on Bone Shard.
Oh, that's the one. Okay, so because it looked like one was bigger than the others that's adjacent to him.
Yep.
Is that just
I got this one with a rubber band around it.
Okay, there you go. I'd like to try to help out. All right, so the slingers are up on top. I only have my crossbow, so we can only shoot once every other turn. I think I just got to help clear this out. So I'm going to enter the fray and try and take out the guys on Bone Shard.
Okay.
All right. So I attack with my rapier. 1 degree of success.
Okay. He gets -4, so add 1 to his
that would be 8 damage.
Right. 4 left. Fortunately, a knight and you are facing off against this horde of rat men. What's the other knights do? He beheads him. That is 16 rats. Ooh. Next night did excellent. You're down to 15 rats. The elves start shooting down the slingers. They want 14 rats. Then the rat ogre comes loping at you, Bone Shard. He gets.
Can you roll for me, Mario?
Sure.
He gets -1 degree of success.
42 on the roll.
So that's 6 degrees. No, that's 8 degrees of success.
Okay. So that's that. Regular rats, 2 of them attack you, Bone Shard. One got 1 degree of success. See if you critical on.
Would you roll, Mario?
Right now? Yeah. 23.
Okay. You knock it aside. Mario, you get attacked by a rat man. He misses you terribly. Roll to see if you critical him.
I do not.
Okay. Oh, the ratman rolls are just terrible. Okay, it is now your turn, Bochard.
I guess I'm gonna attack the rat. How many ratmen are left?
There's 7 up above with slings and 7 down below with you guys.
I think I'm gonna attack the ogre.
Okay.
Mario, would you do the honors?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting that you don't have your dice.
I will momentarily.
Critical is you, Bone Shard.
63. So that's 6 degrees of success.
It is.
Although not a critical. Nick, go ahead. How does that work out?
He gets 5 degrees of success to each.
Okay, then you're going to get 6.
Okay, so you parried the main blow, but you do keep the critical roll. So
Wait, I was attacking him though.
it doesn't matter. You've killed people with the critical. So you tumble away from his main claws, and there's a razor-like knife strapped to his tail that slams into your chest let's see where it actually slams into.
But I hit him.
Yeah, you hit him. No, you parried him.
Oh, I'm parrying the critical, right? How does that?
Wait, so right now he is?
Yep.
Okay. So that is 44. So that's a critical parry, I guess.
Oh, you rolled a critical. Nice. Roll a D100 there, Mario.
All right. 70.
Here we go. The critical charts. Awesome. Okay, both of you guys hit each other's torsos. Okay. Hit your arm, your left arm. Roll a D100 for yourself, Buttershard.
He gets a 35.
That's good. All right. Your left forearm is bleeding and has a torn muscle. Okay. Roll a D100 for how badly the other guy is hurt.
Okay. The D100 is 55.
Okay. Broke one of Rat Ogre's ribs, and he loses his next turn and is stunned right now, making it easier to hit him.
Cool.
Broken. You also did net 7 damage to him. All right.
Okay.
Regis, your turn.
Okay. I'm going to, again, try to whack at the guy that I was attacking last time. 9. So that's 4 degrees of success.
Add 4 to your damage.
13. I'm sorry, 11.
All right. You can do a death blow. Attack again.
I would love to.
Beheading him with your rapier.
So the death blow is automatic, or is there a roll associated with that?
But you have to roll to attack again. Just
yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah. 1 degree of success.
Well, the guy got -2, so add 1 to your damage and tell me what it is.
8 damage.
13. -7. Got it. The knights go. Oh, they did not do well this round. 3 90s. All right, it's the Rat Ogre's turn. He's going to try and rip your head off, Bone Shard.
And I'm back at my dice.
Sweet. Okay, roll regular. You don't have any more advantage. Neither does he. He gets
Say that again?
1 degree of success to hit you.
Say that again?
So because you got wounded, you lost all of your momentum, your advantage.
Right.
He also has 0 advantage, but
Okay.
he hits you with 1 degree of success.
Okay. That is a straight up 11.
Nice.
Oh man. Okay, yeah, you definitely parry and then roll the critical by doing 2 things for me. Roll D100 to see where it is.
D100 is 66. Also
Okay.
a critical.
That's on his body. And then roll a D100 again.
27.
So you broke his ribs, and now you cut open one of the arteries in his giant leg. He has gained 4 bleeding conditions.
Great.
Oh, man. Okay. Regis, it is your... actually, it's Bone Shard. It's your turn.
I thought I just went.
Yeah, wasn't that his attack? Or was that the response?
That was you parrying his attack. And
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, okay. So I don't have advantage anymore?
No, you do not. You're still at 0.
Okay, that's a 52, which is 1 degree of success.
Okay, you got -3 to try and parry, so add 1 to your damage.
It's 13. Or wait, no, it's 14.
All right, he is down to 13 wounds, and he has 4 bleeding conditions, which means he's losing 4 a round. So he's actually down to 9 wounds after your attack. Regis, your turn.
Okay, I'm going... That's the ogre that he did that to?
Yep.
I'm going to go and I'm going to charge at the ogre and try to continue the good work, because the guy's fucking dangerous.
Okay.
1 degree of success.
He tries to parry you with his claws and gets -2 degrees, so add 1 to your damage.
8 damage?
Uh-huh.
8.
All right, he's down to 4 wounds, so he'll die next turn, but he'll get 1 more attack. Ratmen surround you. 3 on you, Bone Shard. Make a parry, and you get hit with a critical on the 3rd attack by the Ratman.
Okay, do I have any advantage leading up to the critical?
Oh, yes, 1.
Okay. That is 1 degree of success.
Okay.
And then that is 7 degrees of success.
Okay. Carry the first 2. What's the 3rd degree of the 3rd one?
35, so that would be...
And now you have +3.
Right, so that would... Hang on, +3. So that's 6 degrees of success to parry.
Okay, so you parry the main assault, the main critical, but you still received an additional critical on your right leg, and it is a roll a D100 to see how bad it is. You do not want to roll high.
37.
Okay, he stabbed you with his spear in your ankle, spraining it and giving you an additional torn muscle.
Okay.
And then your left forearm's bleeding, so you lose a wound. So what's your wound total?
I don't know how many. I don't think I've lost any wounds.
You did only when you got critical. So I was just asking what your max is. All right, 19.
19, yeah.
Jesus, you're like a mini red ogre yourself. All right, so you're down 4 as of this round. So you're down to 15.
Okay.
You're only bleeding at 1 wound a round until you get bandaged or whatever.
Okay.
All right, so I was the Ratman. I haven't done knights this round. 3 knights, the 3 up knights attack. 1 kill, 1 miss, 1 miss. So he killed the one you wounded, Regis. So there are now 12 regular Ratman. Oh, and 2 archers. Both miss. Y'all's turn. Bone charge first.
Yeah.
So the rat ogre is going to die. I'm
Yeah,
going
if you
to
step away from him, he'll die.
Yeah, I'm just going to step away from him and attack one of the rat men.
That's fine. You don't even have to move for that. So roll a regular attack. The Ratman gets a -2 degrees of success to parry you.
And I lost advantage
No, you have +3 right now.
even though I got wounded?
Oh yeah, you're totally right. My bad. So you
Okay.
started 0.
It's a 55, so that's just 1 degree of success, but it's a critical.
That's okay. The guy got -2, so you do regular damage plus the critical. But the regular damage you do is like 14, right?
It's like 13, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Whatever critical you roll, it's going to kill this rat.
Okay.
So there are now 11 rats, and you can do 1 death blow.
That is a 50 even, so that is...
And you have 1 advantage.
One advantage, so that is 2 degrees of success.
The guy is... so add 2 to your regular damage, and tell me what that is.
That's 15.
All right, there are now 10 rat men. Roll again.
34, so that's like... Hang on.
With +20.
This is 5 degrees of success.
That kills the last rat man you can kill this round. You're down to 9 with 7 on top. So there are only 2 rat men down here. Boom. And the other 7 are up top. Rat men go. The rat ogre slumps over dead from his bleeding wounds. These 2 rats just try to run the fuck away. Your elf companion slays 1 of the remaining 2 down here. The 7 up top try to run away, and they make it. They're running in different directions. Do you want to chase any of them or follow this chamber down?
No, we're going down the chamber.
Okay. All right, so we will start next time because it's 10:50.
Yep.
Where you guys have 3 living knights, 2 living elves, and let's see.
And can we just say that I'm going to go ahead and bandage that wound?
Yeah, let's do that now. So roll a intelligence test. What's your intelligence skill?
I don't know what my intelligence is, but I rolled a 30.
You missed it by 5. You want to re-roll?
Yeah, I haven't spent any fate points, I don't think.
I think you spent 1, but you have 2 more.
That is... Wait, a 1 is bad, right?
No, 0-1 is okay.
Okay, yeah. 0-1 is good.
Yeah, you got 2 degrees of success. So let's see. You end your bleeding condition and you heal 1 wound with the first aid.
Okay.
So you are at 16 wounds.
Okay.
So 4 next time. And you guys get, actually you did pretty well. I'm going to give you guys 100 experience points each.
Awesome.
And then I noted how many you have for next time.
And then how much is it to level up skills?
It's like half, I think, of what the.
Yeah, basically, it's like 15. Let me just pull it up. I've got it over here. There it is, right there. Nope. One right up. Nope. What the fuck? There it is. All right, so skills are, if it's from 6 to 10, it's 15 a point.
What if it's from 5 to? Oh wait, yeah, okay. So 6 to 10, it's 15 a point.
Uh huh. What do you?
And then I need I need how many plus 10s in skills to like
8
advance
of
my
your
career?
skills need to be plus 10.
Jesus Christ.
But it can be any 8.
Okay, I'm gonna put plus 2 into evaluate.
Okay.
So that's 30, and then I have 70 left over. I'm gonna put the rest into endurance.
Divided by 15, that is 5.
Okay, so that should be plus 10 on evaluate.
5 left over, and that would be all of it.
Wait, I didn't have any left over from last time?
No, you had exactly 5 XP left over.
Okay.
So I was letting you use it up so you could get plus 5 to endurance flat.
Okay, cool.
Right, cool.
So I have.
You're still hoarding yours, right?
Do what?
Mario, you're saving yours.
Yeah, me, yes.
So you should have 200, assuming you didn't have any left over from when you bought all that shit.
Correct.
Okay.
200 on the nose.
All right, guys. I am on a ship from Wednesday evening to Sunday.
Okay.
But I can conceivably play on Thursday or Friday. I doubt you guys are free. But
of this week, no, this is going to be a busy week.
No,
but next...
yeah, when Thursday through Saturday, I have a conference I got to go to.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Like it would be a push anyway, and we'd be like I'd be using my phone, which is
sure. I think any day next week's okay though.
Yeah, I'm the same way next week. Like I think every day, maybe not Monday or something, but
right.
Anyway, so I'll text you guys like early next week then.
Okay.
Yeah, next week should not be a problem.
Sweet. Hey, when do you